Hey, Emily here. Today I'm going to show you how to open a sprouted coconut from Miami Fruit without a machete. And if you haven't seen what a sprouted coconut looks like, I'm going to show you what a sprouted coconut looks like. Miami Fruit's a company where you can order fruit, tropical fruit, weird fruits and stuff online. It's kind of expensive, but if you want to give yourself a birthday treat or you just have a lot of money, Miami Fruit's the place to go. So here's what we're going to do. You want to take it with the sprouted side up and the pointy side down and just give it a little space in the ground where it can stand up. And then you want to take a heavy rock depending on where you live, this might be easy or hard to come by. And you're just gonna drop the rock on your coconut, get your feet out of the way, and you're just gonna do that a couple times. And you see with that drop, it started to split open. Now if you've never tried to split a coconut before, it's deceptively easy looking. It's not easy. If you have a machete, they're quite hard. So now that it's split, it's actually, you can pull the fibers away from the coconut. You might have to, I usually do this, step on it and pull them off. Alright, so that's your coconut. That's the hard part. Once you get to this part, it's easy to open. You can see the holes here. It looks like a little vomiting guy. Usually when you got a watery coconut, like a green one, that's where you would try and get the water out of it. But this one is not going to have very much water in it. It might have a little. Probably not even enough to bother with. So to get this part open, you'll see the seams along your coconut. You want to just arrange that seam parallel to your surface and then start hitting it in the middle. You could use a rock or a hammer or just smash it on the ground. So if you want to do a different thing, if you want to try and get the shell off without breaking the meat, so you can get kind of like the meat whole, you can try and tap it with your hammer, not in the middle but on the sides. But I haven't ever gotten very much off that way to make it worthwhile. But if you want to experiment with that, if you kind of tap it like this, much harder than that, until it cracks. Sometimes you can crack the shell without cracking the meat and get them to separate. I'm not going to do that though. Alright, so here's what we got. There's a little thin white layer of meat, thinner than a store-bought coconut, and there's your middle. That's the sprouted part that is a foamy, kind of like an angel cake texture, and sweet like an angel cake, but like coconut oil. If you dipped angel cake in coconut oil, that's what it's like. Angel food or devil food cake. So it's like foam. Delicious foam. I don't even like coconut oil, but I still like this stuff. It's satisfying. I think because it's got that oil in there, you actually feel like you're eating something, which a lot of times when you eat fruit, it's just water. And then this part, now you got this part stuck in here. It's got a kind of this gray layer. I really like that gooey gray layer. It's a nice gel that doesn't have a super coconutty flavor, so I like that. What I do with this usually is just scrape it out with a spoon. That's the way I like it. Once you start getting when you get the brown part on it, that gives it a more nutty taste. And so when I scrape it out with a spoon, I scrape it down to that brown part and leave that part there. And it kind of makes like a coconut cream that's nice and watery. These are not new tattoos. They're just stickers.